That moves around pretty good when you get it hot enough, huh?
Yeah, but you know, in this light, it's hard to see the colors.
Oh, okay. And that tells you how ductile it's going to be? I mean, that tells you how much you can play.
Malleable.
Okay.
Ductile simply means
full.
Stretch.
More malleable.
I would prefer to, in this case, malleable.
Malleable would be more correct. Yeah, no, that's right.
At any time when the metal disappears in that fire, it's probably well over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you put a magnet to it, it wouldn't hold. And magnetism, metal loses magnetism. Some say at 1,440. Others say that it's 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. But it's a very crucial area for metal. Because that's where the process. That's where the process of tempering really begins.
Now, what is tempering?
Tempering means that when you have carbon in the metal and you get it to a certain color, and a certain color always relates to a certain temperature. And so when you're trying to get a certain hardness, you're watching your colors. And we're talking in a range of about 800 and less. But you're looking at about 350. Blue will go somewhere around 600 Fahrenheit. But a hammer, that's about 350 right there.
Okay.
But now you're going to get a rainbow color on metal, but it's the same thing as tempering color. But if you don't have carbon, it's not going to stay hard.
Okay.
Blue would be like a spring.
Oh, okay.
Now, why do they call him a blacksmith and not an ironsmith?
Because the color of the metal, where your people who work with lead, those are white smiths.
Oh.
And then your tinsmith works with tin.
Yeah.
But the black, the name for blacksmith, simply means
the raw iron. Yeah.
And it's, I believe, Schmidt is a German word.
Right, that's right.
German word.
Yep.
And originally, it was people who worked for the aristocrats.
No.
They were the smith, the schmides. And so the blacksmith became the person who worked for the aristocrats.
Huh.
The blacksmiths were very, very high in the ladder of necessity.
Wow. Yeah, in the mining days, you have to be very creative to create all these new type of infrastructure things for the mines.
Yeah. Have you heard of striking while the fire's out?
Yeah?
Well, this is where it comes from.
Oh, yeah, it's red.
Don't get too close.
Now we see the flakes.
I don't need a lawsuit.
Right. Well, you got a lawyer here, so.
Oh, so there's little flakes of iron coming off all the time.
That's the oxidation.
Oh.
Sometimes I may not ignore your question,
Yeah.
as again we go back to that strike
Right.
while the fire's on.
Yeah.
Took me one time 4.5 hours.
Yeah?
Make one spoon at Fortune.
Huh.
Wow.
People wouldn't let me. I'm not saying nothing here.
Right.
Trying to say that's where the word comes from.
Yeah, nice.
What are you making there?
This is going to be what was known as a sticky Jimmy. Don't ask me where that comes from. But you know what a sticky Jimmy is.
No.
That's a sticky Jimmy.
Oh, it's for the candles. No?
This is what miners use.
Yeah.
This is what the miners would use. This is a different kind of sticky Jimmy. But these were hung on their hats. And then when they went into the mines, they would stick it in the crevice of a stone wall or a piece of timber. Of course, your candle rested here.
Mm-hmm.
These particular sticky jimmies, as you can see here, go into the edge of the table. Won't rock. But then you could also put it like that.
Right.
Or you could even stab it into the ground. Say you're laid next to your bed out in the wilderness. Or you can carry it like this to light your way through. Or you could stab somebody. Or you could, say, defend yourself against a bear, anything that's attacking you. So you could use it as a weapon.
Multiple uses.
Yeah, and these are called sticky jimmies.
Mm-hmm.
This particular sticky jimmy, I only recently started making them because my partner introduced me to it. And I think it's just a great little item.
Uh-huh. I do too.
As opposed to the other ones.
Yeah, that's very unique.
Now, we were talking about adages. The word flatter, I'm not going to flatter you. The word flatter, we have a tool. I don't have it here. But we call them shoemakers. Now, shoemakers were people who were blacksmiths or anybody who sort of did a half-assed job on their work.
Huh.
That was a shoemaker. So they had a tool called a flatter. And the flatter was about this square.
Huh.
And so when the blacksmith made those little divots in the metal, that was a shoemaker.
Hmm.
So he took the flatter and he would put it on the metal and he would flatten out
Oh, yeah.
the metal or smooth it out. That's where the word flatter comes from.
Hmm.
Could we flatter this key?
Well, it could be, but if it breaks, then what?
It won't break.
Well, I'm trying to say I'm not going to be responsible.
Oh, no, no. No, no, I don't expect that.
Sometimes, after you flatten it out, it's not going to...
Your chicken's getting there in the fire.
Thank you.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Straight as an arrow.